All right, good morning. Welcome to Immersed 2016. My name is Neil Schneider. I'm the Executive Director of the Immersive Technology Alliance. And much of this presentation isn't about us. It's actually about all the hard work put in by the volunteers and the industry and the Science Center to make this possible. It's something that I'm very proud of. So for those unfamiliar, Immersed was founded in 2014 as an industry building conference. I am personally envious of the state of California because it's so well networked, so well connected. However, for immersive technology like virtual reality, augmented reality, 3D to take off in a big way, it has to happen on a global level. So Immersed was founded in 2014 to meet that need, where we get top expertise from all over the world to share, to learn. And of course, Toronto, the East Coast, we have a lot to share as well, a lot to be proud of. So that's very much what Immersed is about. So when people participate with Immersed, they get the benefit of top speakers, new business opportunities, valuable education, and of course the tools needed to push the market forward. Now, what makes this particular version of Immersed special is what you're experiencing here is half. This is the professional half. But 6 floors down, we, in partnership with the Ontario Science Center, we put together a giant exhibition to showcase the benefits of virtual reality, immersive technology, augmented reality, 3D to the general public. Because we're all very much counting on this community. I know they say, of course content is king, but it's the consumers whom we're all ultimately trying to serve. So we need to get a feed on what their needs are, what their input is. And we've had upwards of, I think, 4,500 people flowing through in just one day alone. And these are pictures, all that's happening right now. Actually, it started 10 a.m. today till 2 p.m. this afternoon downstairs. Yesterday was open for the whole public. Today, tomorrow, schools are coming down to check out all kinds of wonderful immersive technology. And we're very proud of this. And we want to thank some special people, some special organizations that made this all possible. First off, special thanks to AMD, Immersion Borrelia, Immervision, and Immersion Arcade. These were very key sponsors. In the case of Immersion Arcade, they provided a lot of the expertise that we were able to showcase immersive technology to so many people in such a short amount of time. We want to thank our staff and our volunteers. I count at least 20 people who've helped contribute out of their own personal time and effort to make this possible on behalf of our industry. Of course, our exhibitors. We can talk about immersive technology all we want, but at the end of the day, people have to see it. And people from all over the world, all over the city, brought their technology, they brought their experiences. So the consumers, the public, could share in our excitement for what's to come. And finally, well not finally, there's other people, but we had an additional hardware support to make this possible. Downstairs, the exhibition area is I would estimate, over 20,000 square feet. And AMD, of course, they came forward with huge support for this. And we needed more. And so AMD provided more. And still we wanted more. So HTC and Intel put additional hardware in. So there was enough for the public to see, experience, and enjoy. And last but not least, we owe a special thanks to the Ontario Science Center. These individuals were pivotal in making this event possible. Martin Timmons, who specializes in information technology or IT support, out of his personal enthusiasm, he loaned a big deal of support for this as well. Kevin Von Appen, who you'll hear from shortly. Tom Cassan, Catherine Harris, Christopher Fenwick, Anna Relier, Angel and Joelle, the floor managers, Andrea Muse, and many more. Okay, this was a huge effort, and if you just look at the pictures I shared earlier, I mean it's just a lot of people just enjoy it. So I'd like to actually introduce you to Kevin Von Appen. He's the Director of Science Communication on behalf of the Ontario Science Center. He's got some slides to share from yesterday as well. Kevin, please come right up.
Hi guys, good morning. How's everybody? everybody doing? Did you get coffeeed up? Did you feed yourselves? This is important because you're going to need that energy for the conversations you're going to have over the next couple of days, because it's the opinion of the Ontario Science Centre, by and large, that you are inventing the future. That might seem a little bit grand to say, but look around the room at the folks who are here with you and know that we believe that's true. And I'll show you some images in a second that'll indicate that that has some strong evidence in support of it. Let me welcome you to the Ontario Science Centre on behalf of Dr. Maurice Chun, our CEO and Chief Science Officer. He's hoping to be here for the reception this evening and was called away this morning. We are so delighted that you're here, mainly because through you, we are exploring an entirely new way to invite people to explore their world and to explore science. You know, when I was driving in this morning, I don't know, was anybody listening to the current on CBC this morning? They made mention of a new virtual reality documentary that's just launched concurrently with some public hearings out in BC about the Highway of Tears and the tragedies that have happened along it. And through VR, 360-degree video, their hope and their intention is they will communicate in an entirely new way, reach people in an entirely new way, and provoke actions from all of us in an entirely new way. That's pretty exciting stuff, and it's the technology and the processes and the creativity that you're both discussing and inventing over the next couple of days that's making that happen. So we're delighted to be partnering with you. Let me just show you a couple of things about what happened yesterday. No other science center anywhere, and certainly not the Ontario Science Centre, has tried something quite like this before, and I can tell you that it came together through the efforts of a great many people, often just in time. Right, Neil? I can tell you that Neil was juggling content, people, and technology as we were opening the doors, and it was a very interesting experience that played out in a really interesting way. We presented in our current science area related science content to virtual reality and used that to invite people to experience the Immersed 2016 public experience area on level 6 of the Science Centre through the day. And as Neil mentioned, we had upwards of 4,500 people visit with us yesterday, and it felt at times like every single one of them was lined up for one of these experiences. Having said that, the experiences people had profound impacts on them, and they had a lot of fun doing it. I'm showing scenes both of people strapping in to have the experiences and some views of what they saw when they were doing it. We had public presentations that put some context around the development of VR and where it's going that were very interesting and very well done, with Bernie Roll, Stephen Tanguay, and others. And what we saw with our visitors was a diversity both in terms of age, background, education, the full range of people you would expect to see at a science center, all of whom had profound engagement with the notion of a world that they could enter and explore that was impossible to get to otherwise. And this went beyond simply gaming, although that is extremely important because fun and joy is how people engage with the world, and gaming is a pathway into deeper experiences. But we also saw profound engagements with science. If I can walk across the surface of a planet, pick up Jupiter and throw it into a different orbit, I will think of astronomy in a new way, and we saw that playing out. We also saw some very interesting outfits, which were cool. And both young and old, as I mentioned, were profoundly engaged. We had a visitor survey and evaluation happening in concurrence with this because we're taking this partnership and its effects very seriously indeed. And I can tell you that the early results were very strong indeed. There was both an expectation that a science center is a place where you would encounter virtual reality and immersive technologies that are emerging that most people still haven't had a chance to encounter, and also a sense that these experiences can and should be about science. Although they can also be about being in an office environment where you can throw your coffee against the wall, which is quite neat. This was of some particular interest. One of the things we noticed was that younger visitors, of which the Science Center has many, often don't quite fit both the content or the technology for displaying immersive technology or immersive experiences. And Florio out of Washington, D.C. was a wonderful safety valve for the youngest of our visitors. The content here is designed to engage autistic children in new ways with their world and improve things like eye contact, attention span, and so on. It was very powerful, and it was wonderful to see it play out with younger visitors, including some of our visitors who came with children with special needs. And often, you know, these are large-scale holograms that were displayed through OCAD University. The broad base of understanding of what an immersive experience is like, we think made a lot of sense to extend to holography, and there were some remarkable images shown as well. But overall, what really made it work the most was the volunteers working in conjunction with our floor staff and the exhibitors themselves. I was saying to the volunteers with Neil at end of day yesterday that we've seen and done a lot of partnerships of this kind, and I don't think I've ever seen a more effective engagement or a better run event of this kind in my time here, which has been a while. So, as you see, our hosts were working with people and directing people. There were a variety of experiences from a variety of perspectives, which we also think is valuable to show. Including how do you capture and create immersive technologies like this 360-degree campus setup. So I'm going to leave it there and express my profound good wishes to you as you have your conversations over the next couple of days. Good luck in inventing the future. And if you do have some time, please do make your way to the public experience area, which Neil, as Neil mentioned, is operating today and tomorrow, and explore the rest of the Science Center too, because we're a pretty fun place, and you're welcome here. Thanks again.